All right, so in this video, we're going to be comparing the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless 3 to the Bang & Olufsen Beoplay EX. Also, be sure to stick around to the end so you can hear the microphone samples from both of these high-end earbuds. So let's just jump straight in. Now, first up, let's talk about the connectivity. And this is something where they kind of have some commonality. Both of them are running Bluetooth 5.2, and they do feature AAC and SBC as their connection codecs, as well as aptX adaptive if you're on Android devices. Now, one way where they do differentiate from each other is the fact that the Beoplay EX have a functional multi-point connectivity mode. So you can definitely connect them to two devices at the same time, whether it's your cell phone and your laptop, or like myself, where I connect them to my cell phone and my tablet. No issues with that connection at all. Now, just to be fair, as far as we know and what I've heard is that Sennheiser is supposed to bring multi-point connectivity via a firmware update at some point in the future, but as of the making of this video, they can only be paired to one device at a time. So if you're watching this video somewhere in the future and you think, oh, I'm going to leave Jefe a comment about how he's wrong about the multi-point, listen, just save it, all right? Just look at the upload date and that'll tell you the whole story right there. So the winner for connectivity, as of right now, is going to be the Beoplay EX. So now let's move over to the battery. So let's talk about the battery in case on these earbuds right here. So first up, in my testing with noise cancellation turned on, I managed to get 5 hours and 3 minutes out of the Beoplay EX, and I got 4 hours, 51 minutes out of the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless 3. Now we're talking about a 12-minute difference here between these earbuds with noise cancellation turned on. So that's like very, very minimal difference here, almost marginal to say, but a win is a win. I have to give the win to the EX on this one, just based on those few minutes. But to be honest, it's almost a tie because they're very close on performance for playback time. They're very close in performance for how many recharges you get in the case. So it's almost marginal there, but I mean, a win is a win, right? So yeah, we got that there. So now let's move over to the comfort and stability of the earbuds themselves. So let's go ahead and pop one of these out here. So we've got one of these. Obviously there's a different design, or an obvious difference in design between these two, where your EX is a stem style design and your Momentum True Wireless 3 is a stemless design, but they do offer a little wingtip right there. So that makes a difference. Now, for me, I would say this is also going to be sort of a tie in a sense, and I'll give you a reason why. The Momentum True Wireless 3 are more comfortable in my opinion, and they're the most comfortable from Sennheiser specifically. But the okay, so I'm getting myself tongue twisted here. Let's go back. While the Momentum True Wireless 3 are the most comfortable True Wireless earbuds from Sennheiser, the Beoplay EX still have them beat on comfort. Now, they feel light in my ear and can be worn for hours easily. However, and there's always going to be a but here, the grip from the wings on the Sennheiser Momentum 3 right here, they make all the difference for stability, and they make the Sennheiser Momentum 3 a better choice if you're going to be doing sports or exercises, workouts, anything like that. The Momentum 3s are going to be the better option for you. So for me, I don't know, comfort-wise, they're both comfortable for me, but the grip is better on the Momentum True Wireless 3. So I'm going to give the win here for comfort and stability over to the Momentum True Wireless 3. So now let's move over one more time. Let's see if we can do this real quick. Let's talk about the app support, because both of these earbuds do feature app support. And let me see if I can bring them up here for you guys. Okay, so we're going to bust out the trusty S22 Ultra. Let me pull out just a little bit here. All right. Shout out to Jubilee from the X-Men. And let's go ahead and bring up the Smart Control app right there. Okay, let's give that a sec. Bring out the Xiaomi. And let's see here. And we'll pop open the Bang & Olufsen app. So we got two apps right here. There's the app for the Momentum True Wireless. It's already set up. Let's give the Bang & Olufsen's a chance here to get going. All right, so it's a little bit slow sometimes. The Bang & Olufsen app, I'll tell you that right now. So just straight up, let's give it a minute. But sometimes it takes a little while to connect. So let's see what happens there. You're watching this in real time as they pair up. So hopefully it'll happen. So, but while this is going down, okay, there they go. They finally connected. Good Lord. All right. So they both offer app support, obviously, but the Sennheiser app is going to be the more polished out of the two. Let me go ahead and punch in just a little bit here for you guys. So this is going to be the more polished out of the two, in my opinion. So obviously you're going to get, your different connections. So if you have them connected to multiple devices, you can do that. You have EQ in here, and this is where you can go into your own custom, or if you want to mess around with one of the presets, you can totally do that. In addition to this, you also get your bass boost and your podcast modes, and you can always, save your own presets if you wish. So with Bang & Olufsen, you do have some EQ ability here. So there are some presets you can save your own, but it isn't the same type of an EQ as what you get with Sennheiser. So you don't get the graphic EQ. You just kind of have to move this around to a setting that sounds good to you, and then you save it. So it's a little bit different. It's not bad, but it's a little bit different. So that's one of the ways that you can see kind of the difference between them. Obviously, both of them, here you got playback controls, you get your volume control there. You don't see that here on this one, but you do see your listening modes here. So noise canceling, transparency, neutral. You have your adaptive ANC. And here you have your transparency mode. You have adaptive noise cancellation. There's also an anti-wind. So you get some different options. Not only that, going in here into the Sennheiser one, you actually have more options. Smart pause, firmware updates, auto accepting calls, tone and voice prompts. And then backing up one more time. So let's do that here, right there. And then you also have your custom controls. And this is really one of the things that really sets the Sennheisers apart from the Bang & Olufsen's, is the customizable controls. This is important for everyone. Like, there's a lot of people who, in my review of the Beoplay EX, they kind of agreed with me in the sense that for an earbud that's that expensive, we should have programmable controls. You should be able to adjust them to whatever controls you want to have. So while both of the controls on both of these earbuds are like really responsive, I'd really like to see some ability to go in and make those custom options for myself. I believe everybody would agree. But aside from that, for app support itself, I'm going to give the win to Sennheiser for having a more fleshed out app, for having additional options, and having the ability to customize touch controls on their earbuds. But that's just my opinion there. So now let's go ahead. Let me get these out of the way here real quick. All right. So next up, we're going to get into some of the performance of the Beoplay EX versus the Sennheiser Momentum 3. So let's get into the meat and potatoes here. So let's start with the ambient sound. Now, for ambient sound, this one was a bit closer because both of them are actually pretty good. So the Beoplay EX has a more natural sounding ambient mode than the Momentum True Wireless 3, but the True Wireless 3 are not that far behind. So the clincher here, and why the Momentum True Wireless 3 take the win, is because they have the slider that allows you to dial in as much or as little ambient sound as you want. Now, to be fair, the EX also have a slider, but it doesn't make as big of a difference. It doesn't give you the range of adjustment that you get with the Sennheisers. So that's what made the biggest difference, because if I really want to turn it up and really be able to hear what's going on around me, I totally can. With the B&O EX, you kind of just get what you get. You can adjust them a little bit, but not by much. So a win is a win, and the Momentum 3's got them there. So now moving over to the active noise cancellation. Now, as usual, my noise cancellation tests, I do them by basically filling this room with 75 decibels worth of crowd noise, and after that, in addition to that, 85 decibels of airliner cabin noise. So the active noise cancellation on the Momentum True Wireless 3 is noticeably stronger than that of the EX in both scenarios. Now, this should come as no surprise, because when I did my review of the Beoplay EX, I also mentioned the fact that there was a bit of a lack of power behind their noise cancellation. Now, it can be improved on both of these, obviously, with memory foam tips if you want to make it stronger, but the difference in strength is easily noticeable. So the Momentum True Wireless 3s are bringing you some excellent active noise cancellation, and they're sort of leaving the Beoplay EX kind of in the dust there. It's an obvious difference. So yeah, the win goes to the Sennheisers for active noise cancellation. Now let's move over to volume. So when we're talking about volume, in my measurements, the Momentum True Wireless 3, they managed to peak at 116.2 decibels, with the EX coming in at 112.3 decibels. So there's a difference there, right around 4 decibels-ish, give or take. To be clear, both of these, when we're talking about 100 plus decibels, 110 plus decibels, they're super loud as is. So basically they're more than loud enough for me. I don't even need to get anywhere near like 90% volume, much less 100%. So both of them have plenty of overhead. The Sennheisers are noticeably louder though. Like that's something where while I was doing my testing, I could hear that they were louder. I was like, oh wow, okay. So pretty interesting, but yeah, they're definitely not a quiet earbud by any means. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But for volume, once again, Sennheiser is going to take the win here. So now let's get into the sound quality itself. So for sound quality, I'm going to have to give credit where credit is due. And the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless 3 are the best sounding true wireless earbuds that Sennheiser has made yet, in my personal opinion. There's excellent bass response. It digs deep and rumbles nicely. Mids are neutral, relax without being muddy, and they still bring excellent clarity for your vocals from both male and female singers. The treble is nice and clear and crisp as well. Now, overall, they give you a very cohesive sound that is pleasing to listen to for long sessions. And I'd say the Momentum True Wireless 3 are tuned for bass head tastes more than what the EX are going to bring you. But for sound quality, I'm still going to pick the Beoplay EX as the winner here for sound quality. And let me explain why. Because the bass packs a punch, but it's more refined and more controlled. There's good separation between the bass and the mid-range. And the mid-range on these comes in nice and warm. There's more depth to the sound. It sounds more natural. The vocals feel more real. Like you're actually hearing the way that it was like recorded. It's very, very good. The treble comes in bright and airy, yet still smooth. And you also get a wider soundstage and improved instrument separation. So overall, the Beoplay EX have a more refined sound that plays well with multiple genres. But once again, I want to make something very clear. Both of these are S tier for sound quality in the true wireless market. But for me, the winner is going to be the Beoplay EX for sound quality. So now let's get into some microphone samples really quick. This way you guys can hear the microphones on both of these earbuds, both in a quiet and in a noisy environment, and you can sort of judge it for yourself. All right, so here we have the microphone quality test for the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless 3. So testing, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, once again, I'm indoors in a semi-quiet room. So testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, and here we have the microphone test for the Bang Olufsen Beoplay EX. So testing, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, once again, I'm indoors in a semi-quiet room. So testing, 1, 2, 3. And here we have the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless 3 in a simulated crowd noise environment. So something like a busy bar, a crowded restaurant, or something along those lines. So testing, 1, 2, 3. And here we have the Beoplay EX in a simulated crowd noise environment. So something like a busy bar, a crowded restaurant, or something along those lines. So testing, 1, 2, 3. As always, you're going to have to be the judge of the microphone quality down in the comment section. All right, so let me give you just my final thoughts here. While the Beoplay EX have superior sound and working multi-point connectivity, I don't feel that that's enough to justify the additional $150 price over the Momentum True Wireless 3 based on my own daily needs. Now, the Sennheiser bring you sound quality that's nearly as good, possibly better depending on your own preferences, while also delivering stronger noise cancellation, better ambient mode, higher volume, along with a better app experience, all the while doing this in a smaller package. So unless you really, really need multi-point, I would choose the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless 3, like hands down. Now, if you're interested in seeing the best earbuds under $200, check out the video that I'm going to leave for you right up here on the screen. With all that said, my name is Jefe, and I'm out this bitch.